Hey everybody, this is Riker Rider, and welcome to a special bonus episode of Let's Play The Legend of Dragoon. If you guys thought the Lloyd fight was hard before, there's a way to make it much easier. And if you guys have played the game before, you may have seen this one coming. Yes, the talisman method for defeating Lloyd. This works especially well if you have two talismans. I mean, there's one if you've been searching, the game basically hands it to you. The other one you can get from the treasure chest minigame on the Phantom ship. And you need both of them to make this strategy foolproof, but if you don't have both, just give your one talisman to whoever has the most spirit points. Additions play into this strategy as well. If you're going to be using the same method I am for this, it is imperative that you have Dart's Madness Hero Edition maxed. No less than maxed, because it gives 2 full SP gauges. I'm also going to be moving Rose back to more and more for this battle, because it is an edition that gives at least 100 SP. In order for this method to be foolproof, you're going to need a character that's at least Dragoon level 3 with an edition that gives at least 100 spirit points. And the other party member I'm using is Miranda. She's basically just along for the ride, just to show what she has. I'm giving her a War God sash just so she can work on her SP. If all goes well during this fight, after the party first gets around, she won't be touched. Alright, I'm just gonna skip all this crap in the beginning and get right to the fight this time. Alright. Now you guys, after seeing the last video in which he put me in trouble a couple of times, you're just gonna laugh at how pathetically easy this guy is if you use talismans. Now, first thing you want to do is just don't fire the special off at all, because there's no way you can get 3 talismans, and you'll want to have only one person in Dragoon form at a time. Here's how this is gonna work. In order for this method to work like you want it to, you're going to need Dart's Dragoon level to be at least 4. It doesn't really matter whether it's at 4 or 5. 5 gives you a bit of leeway to play with. And you know what? I probably should have taken Rose's dancer's shoes off for this fight, because she's going to get more turns than Dart. But I don't think it makes that big a difference. Oh, that's a good way to start. Not only are we going to be able to take this guy out faster, but watch this. Wait, what? He's not using his instant death counter? That's really strange. Normally he really favors using his insta-kill counter. So I may have to do some healing in this fight after all. But most of the time, he'll go after the character who's Dragoon. I've noticed, after fighting him several times, that he has a tendency to use this attack on his first turn. I guess maybe after that he'll start using that silly attack. Yeah, Miranda, that's what you're kind of here for. Now, normally I wouldn't use Miranda in this fight, but it really doesn't matter when you're using this method. Come on, Lloyd. I want to see your instant death counter. Of course, I'll never use it when I'm recording, because that's the way recording works. Oh, there it is. This is the instant death attack. Notice that, if you remember from Disc 1, that was essentially the same attack that Lloyd used on Labbits. Now what you're going to want to do when Dart's Dragoon runs out is, when his Dragoon is about to run out, you're going to want to transform into a Dragoon with your other Talisman character. Huh, I didn't know he could dodge Dragoon attacks. But basically you have your other character transform so you can maintain this barrier. Another way you can go about this fight is if you have two characters that are both high-level Dragoons, you can transform them both at the same time, so that the chances of him using this attack are even more likely. See, that's the thing about fighting this guy with the Dragoon setup. Is if you're doing this properly, the instant death attack will always miss. Yeah, I think I wait one more turn on transforming Rose. I just really don't want him getting a turn in between. But yeah, now he's actually doing what he's supposed to be doing after his first couple turns. He just keeps trying to insta-kill Dart because he's Dragoon, and it's not working because he has an accessory on him that prevents instant death. So he can do very little to you at this point. I mean, he can still do a couple of things to you, but basically he gets less than half of his... He essentially spends about half of his turns doing nothing. I'm just going to see how much damage this does. Eventually I do want to show off his Red-Eye Dragon summon, but there's really no good time to do it, because generally you'll only want to use Dragoons during boss fights, and the Red-Eye Dragon summon is only really effective against multiple enemies. I guess there might be one or two fights where it's useful later, but in the vast majority of the fights you're just better off using Final Burst. That's not terrible considering his magic defense. I really did not need this to happen. You're just gonna kill Miranda. Nope. I think I am gonna have her use one though. And if you guys are wondering why I always say when you use Miranda keep a physical ring on her, this is why. So now that Dart's out of SP, let's have Rose transform into a Dragoon, and now she can start siphoning HP from this guy with Astral Drain, or using her physical attack, or really whatever you feel like having her do. But the most important part about this, like the most important part about when you have Rose transformed into Dragoon is that Dart is getting back his SP. This is the reason why you absolutely need to have Madness Hero maxed, is so that Dart is able to regenerate his SP before your other Dragoon gets out of Dragoon mode. I was really hoping to get Miranda advanced in her SP, but it's not going to happen, looks like. There are a number of different tropes that could apply to this strategy, but I think I know which one I'm using. Oh, and this is why. Oh, perfect, finally. This is why I should have taken the dancer's shoes off of Rose, and this is actually one of the times where having a fast character can actually be a bad thing. So if Dart gets his turn next, which is just good, yeah, he will. Well, that's not going to give him the full SP, but it's, well, not even screwed up the last part. But it's going to get him up high enough SP that I should be able to. I should be able to at least get the talisman effect working again. Since, as you saw, if you watched the normal episode, which I'm pretty sure you did if you're watching this, yeah, if you watch the normal episode, you'll notice that he never uses that instant death attack unless somebody is transformed into a Dragoon. And that's really what makes this method so abusive. Now, if I had Rose's and Dart's speed synchronized better, then I wouldn't run into situations where no one was transformed and he would start using his dangerous attacks again. And the Dragoon editions just do better damage to him, period, even if you don't perform them quite perfectly. So you still need to have some healing items if you're going to use this method, but you definitely need a lot fewer healing items. Hate to do this. No, I have to. And it's not like it's a big deal reviving characters anyway. because I have plenty of Angel's Prayers, and actually I don't think I've had to use an Angel's Prayer in a while, which means I've been playing the game pretty well. Okay, now Rose should have enough SP to take over for when Dart runs out. Got enough Miranda's got enough HP, may as well get in. I still can't ever quite get that last hit right.
Over here.
And it doesn't matter anyway. So Dart should be out of Dragoon next turn. Do I just Astral Drain here? No, I don't. Oh wait, I can't anyway because I'm not Dragoon. Okay, now Rose is back at full SP, so she can start taking over for Dart when she gets her next turn. And if Rose gets a turn before Dart, I think I might actually transform her then. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to use Artificial Stupidity for this one. I mean, Artificial Stupidity works, sure, but I definitely think there's a better trope. Come on, Rose, get your turn. That's not good. I mean, he still puts up a bit of a fight. Even if you use this method, but it's not as mind-numbingly difficult as it is fighting him straight up. I was just really unfortunate to have him catch me with nobody in Dragoon for this. Because being able to transform into a Dragoon for some of these attacks would definitely mitigate the damage quite a bit. So how many dead people do we have? Yeah, I have to have Rose transform here and then just have Miranda use it. Because I don't think Astral Drain lets me survive another attack. But more than likely what's going to happen is just Lloyd's going to attack Rose and do nothing. And this might actually even kill him because he's been in the red for a while. Yeah, that's plenty. Alright, that's a much easier and cheaper way of beating Lloyd if you're having trouble with the fight. And I'm not going to go through this cutscene again, there's no reason to. But next time on Let's Play The Legend of Dragoon, we are going to head for the capital Velweb. With a couple detours, of course, because what would a JRPG be without detours at a time that's most critical to the plot? See you later, everybody!